Hello EbbyDebby crew, and yeah, this is a bit different video. It's kind of like one of those storytime videos that I did for my face reveal. And recently I saw this video of Chunky Monkey. He got a new car. A big congratulations to him, first of all. And it got me thinking that a lot of people see these successes and they feel like, wow, YouTube is like a big thing. I should get into YouTube. I should take up YouTubing as my career, especially guerrilla tag players, or right now animal companies on the rise. Animal blocks, even our game is on the rise. You know, we see all these games and we're like, okay, let's make content for it. Let's become a YouTuber. Today I just wanted to talk about it's not that easy to be a YouTuber and the challenges you face when you are a YouTuber. So first of all, I wanted to talk about how much time consuming YouTube is. Now, a lot of people don't realize, but YouTube is kind of like a full-time job. So I really commend a lot of my friends, for example, in the guerrilla tag space especially. They are students, they are going to school or college and they're still creating content. But it is really hard to do so. Even, I think, what was his name? Apollo. Yeah, Apollo. He was a really top guerrilla tag content creator, and a lot of people cite college as the main reason why he took the break. I'm still not sure. I didn't watch his interview with Pine yet, or whoever interviewed him after he came back, but like, for example, it's really hard to do college and YouTube at the same time, especially if you're putting out consistent content. For example, Super Cat Craze, he's putting up so much content recently, and like, I just watch his videos. He puts in so much effort and I'm like, wow, this dude is putting in so much time and effort into it. So for a lot of people, you have to do it full time, or you have to give up consistency. Or like, there's a third way as well. Like, if you don't put in a lot of effort, then you can keep posting consistently. For example, recently, J-Man's videos, if you watch them, they're like very simply edited. And even Just Toasty, the animal company content creator, his videos are very simple editing wise. But let's say Juan, I'm sure a lot of you guys know him, or that GT's shorts, recent shorts, like that takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. And then upon this point, I want to also mention the next big thing when it comes to YouTubing. So let me paint a picture for you. So let's say you work at a cafe, you're a barista, or you work at McDonald's and you have to like make burgers, stuff like that. I don't know. You know what you have to do and you need to keep doing it, right? So if you know how to make coffee, that's it. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to know as a barista. But with YouTube, the thing is, first of all, you need to keep coming up with good ideas. You need to be constantly on the lookout. Like, what is the new thing? What is something new that I can add to my videos? Or what is a new idea of video that I could explore? And then secondly, editing a video is not like making coffee. I'm not, no disrespect to baristas. I'm just saying that it is something that you need to keep reinventing every time you do it. So every time I'm editing a new video, I can do some formula videos. For example, a lot of recent Just Toasted videos, like they have the same pattern, but if you are making something new every time, for example, Super Cat Craze, or for example, Juan, every time you see something new, even Mr. Beast, for example, you have to come up with something new, you have to come up with new ideas, you have to be super creative while editing videos. And by the way, I'm not disregarding even simple videos editing wise, like Just Toasty or jmancurly's recent videos. Even those videos, they require creativity. You can't just take a bunch of footage and you're like, okay, let's join this with this, let's put me on the right side, let's put the game on the left side, and let's just release it. It's not like that. It's you have to be creative. You have to think about, okay, this part looks a little boring, let me cut it. Like, even a small video, like 5 minutes, 6 minutes, there's a lot of editing that goes into it. There's a lot of creativity that goes into it. You have to put in right sound effects at the right point. You have to use the right music. It's not like you just take a random music and you're like, okay, let's put in some sound effects here and then that's it. Let's just upload. No, you have to think of something. You have to come up with ideas. So from the shooting until the posting of the video, there's a lot of creativity that goes into it, and that creativity takes a toll on your mind. VR video editing, VR YouTubing, guerrilla tag YouTubing, it's like physical and mental start to end. You start the physical part when you're shooting, and mind you, by the way, it's not just like you go randomly into a game and you're like, okay, let's just shoot something today. You have to think of ideas before you shoot as well. So yeah, physical work while you're shooting the thing with this, and then when you edit, it's a lot of mental work. So yeah, I'm super impressed. Like, unless you have an editor, if you're putting out consistent content yourself, even if you have an editor, actually, like, it's super commendable. So yeah, and then making to a point where you can get a car like Chunky, that's amazing. Because a lot of YouTubers, myself included, I'm not earning that much, like thousands and thousands of dollars. And most of YouTubers, Gorilla Tech YouTubers, don't earn that much. And on that point, by the way, like, a lot of YouTubers already know, but if you don't, I also do sponsorships for games. We have a small agency, and if you also want to work with us, if you also want to get sponsorships for games, because there are a lot of VR games, and you can see some sponsorships on my channel. There's a lot of YouTubers that I already worked with. I can list some of them here. So yeah, for example, that is something that you could use to earn as well, sponsorships. But if you want to earn purely from YouTube, it is really hard. I'm also making a video about how much you actually earn from YouTube as a Gorilla Tech content creator. So you guys can keep looking out for that. And then in the description, actually, I'm gonna link a form so you can apply for the sponsorship thing. And if you're selected, I can put you in that Discord. So yeah, it's just like a little rant about YouTubing. A lot of people, idealize, oh, you have 50,000 subscribers, you have 100,000 subscribers, you have a silver play button. But at the same time, it's not, there is everything that you achieve, it has a limited time of celebration. At some point, even if you have 100,000 subscribers, it doesn't mean you're getting consistent views. Even having a small number of subscribers and then consistent views, consistent community, it's really hard work. I think just want to point out, like, a lot of people think it's easy, or even if it's not easy, they don't understand the scale of the effort that goes into YouTubing. So yeah, no demotivation to up and coming YouTubers. It's the most amazing thing, honestly. Being a YouTuber, being a Gorilla Tech gaming VR YouTuber, it is amazing because start to end, you are enjoying, like, especially if you enjoy editing, if you enjoy playing the game, it is super fun. Like, literally, what do? I go into a game, I shoot, I edit, start to end, it's something that you love doing. So yeah, don't give up. Honestly, if you really enjoy the process, you should not give up. But I would like to point out one thing. If you just like that, okay, he has 100,000 subscribers, I also want 100,000 subscribers. If it's a specific thing that you're chasing, then I think it's much easier to give up at some point. If you want to become a YouTuber, you should love the process, not the number of subscribers or the fame. It should come as a part of the process. So I love editing. I was editing before I joined Gorilla Tech. You can watch my old videos where I explain. And then I loved gaming. And when I started VR, I loved VR as well. So you should fall in love with the process. And I watch a lot of YouTubers, up and coming TikTokers who don't put a lot of effort into editing. My honest advice is take some tutorials. Try to make your edit better. It's much more rewarding. Even when you edit and you make something good, you feel good. Good shooting paired with good editing makes a good YouTuber or TikToker. So yeah, that was just one of my rants for the day. I just want to, take a break from all the work I've been doing recently and went to get some real face-to-face talk with you guys. And let me know if you like these kind of videos. There's a lot I want to talk about, especially game development. We made Egg VR with our team. That was a tedious process. That even today it's a tedious thing. And then we helped Animal Blocks and the community management for these games. We also managed DG Gods back in the days. Like, community management is also another whole topic. So yeah, if you want more videos like this, just comment down. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. And no, I'm not quitting or anything. I love this thing. I'm gonna keep doing it. Silver play button this summer.